We are hyped. We are definitely keen to see this, especially seeing that people did it without us. So we hit the chicken carpet at the Hyde Park premiere, as you heard last week, and spoke to some familiar faces. And here's what they had to say about the movie.
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see possibility.
And if you don't love me now, you will never love me again.
Do I need to say much? Do you know what I mean? I feel like here's the Ferrari for Lewis Hamilton as well as Leclerc. And then for me, I was just like, I need to bring out the red. So no one has any mistake. Because I'm sorry, everyone, but I did move from Mercedes to Ferrari. I think we all know why. Thank you very much. 7-time world champion. But I also felt like I needed to bring in a little bit of a leather jacket, you know, for the racing and everything. But also a jumpsuit, because that's what they wear, right? So I'm a Formula One curly through and through. And then there had to be some sparkle because it's Zanele Potalwa.
Well, for me, I'm just so interested in the behind-the-scenes vibes. We know this movie was sort of shot during the F1 season, which for me is like a wild, wild notion. The fact that they had cameras on the ground while F1, F2, and F3 were actually going on, for me is crazy. So I want to see the genuine crowds and the genuine hype around the movie. Yeah.
I love how this film is being made. The practical effects are fantastic. I love that the way they're filming this is as real as you can possibly get in a film. So I'm very, very excited about that.
But he's young. You plus him, boom, I got a team.
When was the last time you won a race?
Sunday, Daytona.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Formula One.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then same as you.
What brings me out to the F1 premiere tonight is definitely Brad Pitt. I love him, so that's a plus. I love Javier Bardem as well. But also, I worked a little bit on the film as sustainable consultants during the time they were shooting in Hungary. So it's kind of like a special moment for me.
This is a must-attend and a must-see movie because Formula One, Brad Pitt, we've got Damson Idris in this. It's bound to be something epic. You know, when Brad Pitt is in a movie, you cannot go wrong. And now we're talking Formula One. So the speed, the action, the star power, this is definitely a must-see movie.
Of course, the racing, because it will feel as if you are in a car. And I want to know what it feels like to actually sit in one of those cars and have a huge, huge holiday in that car on the racing track. So that's why I'm really here for it. It's for the cars and the racing and to see what the cameras do with it.
Well, it's start.
To be honest with you, it was mind-blowing how good it was. I can't believe how good the storyline was and how overtly it wasn't about F1, but it was. It was like a masterclass in subtle marketing, but a great movie at the same time. I was mind-blown. It was amazing, yeah.
It didn't live up to the hype. It exceeded the hype, okay? Listen, no, genuinely, I think when we thought we were getting an F1 film, and especially as an F1 fan, I'm someone where I was like, I thought it was gonna be like a little bit of a different drive to survive, if you will, and it was nothing like it. It was 100 billion times better, and I feel like this is exactly what Formula One fans want, and anyone who isn't even a fan of Formula One, you'll enjoy it so much because the acting is so good, the storyline is so good, and I genuinely feel like it's really a story about racing, and for anyone who appreciates it, you genuinely feel it in your heart.
Favorite moment had to be in the 3 laps that lasted a lifetime, where there was a moment of silence. And when you watch the film, you'll recognize it because I have never felt silence so deeply. And you would never anticipate that from a sports film, right? You'd think that was maybe for a romantic, it's very unexpected to feel so deeply on a racetrack.
You know, this movie actually makes me feel like I can race cars. I mean, I was blessed to have the opportunity to actually race F1 cars with Toppling in Dubai. What an experience! And wow, yeah, makes me a lot more obsessed with F1.
Okay, I think everybody should watch this. This is just a great film. I wouldn't say, ooh, it's good for people who like F1 or it's good for people who like cars. It's good for people who like sports. It's good for everybody. This is a film that also tackles humanity. Yes, there's a large focus on good cars, but it's ultimately a human story, humans who experience different emotions, and I loved that. There was fear, there was excitement, there was freedom. I loved the human elements of the story.
You think any of them respect us?